Hi and welcome to the halfway point of the Blueway 10K program, week 6. This week we will continue working on the physical development. You must be thinking by now, how many phases are there to this forward stroke? Well, I'm glad to say this is the last phase. We'll be focusing on the recovery phase of the stroke. But don't worry, there is plenty more to perfect over the coming weeks as well. Did you know that forward paddling in a kayak is one of the most complicated movements in sport due to the absolute coordination required between both hands? If you ever find yourself thinking it would be great if you could move sideways in a boat, well, this week we're going to teach you just that. It's called the draw stroke. This week is another opportunity to complete a 1,000 metre time trial. If you remember, you did your first time trial at the end of week 3. Well, here's our other chance to do it again and see what improvements we've made over the last 3 weeks. Again, remember to focus on technique and not to get too hung up over the times. Best of luck this week with the paddling sessions. Remember, only 6 weeks ago you mightn't have even been paddling. So look at how much you've changed.
The right side recovery continues from the exit phase, where the right hand exits the water with the elbow in and the wrist out. The left hand is extended forward at chin level and remains there throughout. For the recovery phase, continue the upward hand movement to bring your right hand up above your elbow to ear level while keeping a 90-degree bend in your elbow. Maintain pressure on the right leg and make sure there's no pressure on the left leg. Remember to keep your right shoulder back and left shoulder forwards throughout the recovery phase. This effectively brings you into the left side setup position. The draw stroke is used to move the boat sideways, to the left or to the right, without turning the kayak. To draw stroke on your right, begin by turning your head and trunk to face the right side of the boat. Bring your right shoulder back and left shoulder forwards, so that your shoulders are almost parallel with the side of the kayak. Bend your left elbow to 90 degrees and place your left wrist in front of your face, as if you were reading the time on your watch. Now reach out and place the right blade in the water at full arm's length away from the kayak, in line with your hips. Make sure the face of the blade is positioned parallel to the kayak, and pull the blade towards the kayak. By bending your wrist forwards, twist the blade so that it's now perpendicular to the boat. Slide the blade back out to arm's length away from the kayak, and repeat the stroke. When racing in a group, it is important not to let the other competitors dictate your pace. If the pace is too hard, use the slipstream or wake to reduce the effort. Staying in the group is usually a better option than dropping off the back, but if you feel the pace is too hard, even when you're using the wake, then dropping off and paddling at your own pace may be the better option. If the pace in the group is too low, you should try to break away and paddle alone. Do not work on the front of the group just to increase the pace. The other competitors will use your wake and benefit from all your hard work.